All right, now that my technical difficulties have been resolved, I do believe, and I hope you can see all of this, I did something called a 7-card cross for the new moon energy of Libra and this solar eclipse that we have experienced, right? I believe they say this is the last of the Libra eclipses. I'm not certain. The second or the last. It's supposed to be 3. So let's talk about this new moon in Libra energy because for some reason I had wisdom oracles, goddess oracles, and moon magic oracles, and spirit was like, nope, we're just going to talk about energy today. We're only going to talk about the energy of this new moon because it's very, very super important. It has a lot of big energy around it, a lot of healing energy, a lot of resets and newness. Newness, because Libra is a cardinal sign. So with a cardinal sign, you're going to have a lot of new beginnings, new energy coming through. Okay? So let's get started. Let's talk about so we know the new moon in Libra. It says a new romantic cycle begins. Okay? And with that, I say a new cycle in loving yourself, self love, right? And learning to love you. Because Libra is all about partnerships and people and, you know, all this camaraderie. But it's also, in order to be this catalyst for that, you have to go within yourself, right? And you have to uh, create a newness, right? You have to detox. You have to heal. You have to go do all these things in order to it's like going to get your car tuned up, right? You have to tune up. That's the image I'm getting. You have to tune up, right? And right now is tune up time for all of us, right? We went through the summer, now it's tune up time. So let's do a it says when the new moon comes up, there's a restart for you and for someone else, right? Excuse me. It could be a new relationship beginning. And of course, I'm looking at me mostly and saying I'm having a new relationship with myself, right? Because I'm not really interested in a new relationship with a significant other right now. But there are those who are. And let's say you are in a healthy, wonderful relationship, but you just kind of need a little restart. You have to get balanced, right? You have to come in alignment with your thoughts and thinking and where you're going with your relationship, right? So reach out to someone and let them know you care. That's the attunement to this moon. It's an additional meanings for this card, which is interesting. I'm going to read it. It says, feel more and think less, right? Because air signs, we're all in our heads all the time, right? Um, a legal matter will go your way. So I'm really happy about that because I do have some legal matters. And pay attention to your appearance, but don't be all about your appearances, right? Don't be a slob, but also, like pay attention to your appearance. Don't be a slob. It's overly comfortable. You know, put a little makeup on or something, right? Okay. So anyway, Libra is about love. It's about harmony, negotiations, partnerships, relationships. It's about restarting something. It's definitely about justice, right, and balance, alignment, most of all justice, righting wrongs. Okay, we love that. That's why we have the scales. We like things to be in balance. We like things to be equal and fair to all, right? We want fairness in life. So that's what Libra's all about. And we're going to go into this 7-card cross because it's so interesting that they asked me to just go with this. So when we look at these cards and the way they're placed, right? We have our past, our current, and our, I wouldn't say necessarily future, but tools or ways to balance out the energy, right? So let's get to it because I don't have that many minutes. Okay. All right. So let's look at our past, right? We're going to look at our past influences. We're going to look at long ago past, and then we're going to talk about our recent past, right? So our long ago past, we were in bliss. We were in absolute bliss, rest and rejuvenation. We had time to do these things. I think we're feeling kind of hurried and rushed a lot. Election season does that. It makes you feel rushed and hurried and anxious and anxiety. So before all of this, we were fine. Before COVID, we were fine, I guess, in a sense. We had plenty of rest. We had rejuvenation. We were able to think. And with rest and rejuvenation comes what? Healing, right? So we were able to heal ourselves. You know, we were able to have thoughts that were more productive because we were able to do this first, okay? Then, as a result of our rest and rejuvenation, the temple path was easier for us, right? In our past energy, let's say in the past year, few years, maybe 10 years, okay? Our past energy, we were on a temple path. We were on a path. We started a path. And I think this was a time where we kind of realized that our ancestors are with us. Like, there's more out here. There really is more out here. And it's here for our better good. It's here to help us. It's not here to harm us or hurt us, right? So that temple path, we had support. But we always have support. I just think at this time in the past, we recognized it. We were able to affirm our faith. We were able to hold on to our strong thoughts and beliefs of what we knew was true. And then COVID came along and everybody went crazy. So, you know, I think everybody is on this path. We started off, we were born in this mode of rest and rejuvenation and seeking the temple path. This is all they did back then, but this is how the Bible came about. This is how all the holy books came about, because folks who invited peace and meditation in their lives were able to walk this path and bring us the knowledge that we needed. It just got convoluted with church and everything, because some churches, they tell you this is the only way. It's not the only way. There are many paths. You must choose one. Sin, and this is it. So this is that. I think that's what this message is. I didn't even read the books with these two because I understand the past. I really get the past. I was born on a Saturday, so my Akan name is Amma, which is a very ancient energy that has come back and forth to this planet many, many times, right? So I know about this. This here, our current, present energy, hostilities, right? Hostilities. Why are we so hostile? Let's read about that. Because I think the energy of our planet, what we're going through, can create hostility. Also, I had a very interesting conversation, and I'm going to write a paper on this, about irreconcilable realities, our cultural irreconcilable realities, which I think are reconcilable to an extent. It's like the spectrum of love and versus hate, and right there in the middle you can meet respectfully. There is a space for reconciliation, for irreconcilable realities. I just want to think that anyway. So anyway, right now, I would say with this energy, our hostility energies, our guard is up. Defenses are up constantly. We're in debates, arguments, discussions, which makes sense right now. Some people can be very overly aggressive, ready to do battle. This reveals a situation where hostilities towards you are about to be or have already been engaged, right? The aggressive energy may be verbal or emotional, with someone in your environment being excessively critical, demanding, or hurtful. In a work or social situation, there may be a backstabbing or an out-and-out slander going on. This is different from the deceit card because the hostile energies are more apparent and more overt. In fact, you may have been living with them for some time. But whether this is new or old energy, now is the time to regain control. Allowing dishonoring treatment from others is an open invitation to the universe to send you more. So it may feel risky, but you need to have the courage to stand up for yourself now and always. I've been finding myself in this space a lot. And to use the word hostilities, okay, I get that word, but I would say battle, like battlefield. Like I would use a different word because I don't feel hostile. But I do feel aggressive. You know, maybe they should have put aggressive action on here or something. Because I do feel aggressive. I feel like I have to stand up for myself. And I do feel like I have to speak up and speak out. My throat. But a lot of times, you forget to drop into your heart space because you just don't have time to think about that. Because you have to hurry up and defend, right? So, I would say definitely make sure that you're being treated right. Make sure that people are talking to you properly. Make sure that you're being loved on properly. Just stand in that. This energy is very important because it teaches us how to. It teaches us not to be pushovers. We can be pushovers because we want to be peaceful and loving all the time. But sometimes you got to learn to stand up for yourself. And I would say, especially what I'm going to do in my situation, I'm going to remove myself, but I'm going to let you know how I feel before I do it. I'm going to wait. I'm going to remove myself. But right before I go, I'm going to let you know how I feel. And that gives me time. That actually gives me time to drop into my heart space and not react right away. Because we don't want to react, right? We want to make sure that when we come, we're doing it with intention. So this is important. This card is very important. And we're going to use this energy that we used to cross over the card, right? We're going to use this energy to heal this energy. And this is the solar plexus. Third chakra, Archangel Shamiel. So this is about our lessons learned. This is about what we learned, right? The challenges and how we can use this to move forward, right? We can use this, right? So, and we might have been too strong in our solar plexus energy, which may have caused, because that Leo energy, that I hate using the word aggression with Leo because I just think Leo is just strong and powerful, but it can come across as aggressive, just like Aries energy, but the solar plexus really is just overactivated and overstimulated, right? So we want to bring this into balance, right? Your desire, your life force energies. It's a sphere of golden light at the solar plexus, which is the location just above our belly button, right? It's our third chakra, our Aritu. It is the center of our life force energy. It's about emotions, okay? We want increased enthusiasm. We want to increase our soul energy, right? Our soul, SOL energy, our soul energy. Sit out in the sun, right? Get in lighted places that are very well lit. Spend some time in nature. Wear gold, right? Wear some gold. Get your pyrite stones and carry them in your pockets. Okay? We have to be more purposeful about our energy because we're very powerful beings. We carry all of this with us, right? We carry that aggression energy with us, all of us. We pull it out when we need it. And sometimes it's just there all the time because of the nature of the situation and the society that we live in. So if we use it in a more productive way as our solar plexus, that's what we have to bring into alignment to help this. We got to bring this into alignment. And how you do this is some of the things I just suggested, but also envisioning that golden light in this part of your body and let it permeate. Let it burn out any black muck. I'm literally getting a tar type of image in my mind. And then I'm getting us sitting there and emanating this bright, beautiful golden light, right? And letting it spread through our bodies, every crack and crevice. And that tar just dripping away, right? So use that. Use your visualization. I love that. My shaman destiny taught me how to use visualization in a purposeful way. We always visualize, but in a purposeful way with real intent that can really, move you forward and move mountains. Okay, so now let's look at our next column of cards here. That's these. And these are going to represent our movement from the present into the future. So this is our processes, right? So whenever I see this man holding his heart, it trips me up a little bit because I'm like, okay. Because I'm so resistant towards a relationship right now, trying to just focus on me and healing me, that when I see this, I'm like, come on, man. Ain't nobody trying to deal with no man holding no heart. But really, let's not look at it as a man. Let's look at it as our energy that supports us, our divine masculine energy that's within all of us, right? Instead of being so aggressive, right? The narcissism, the aggression, painful words, thoughts, actions, and behaviors towards people. Let's use this instead. Have you ever met a man with a heart of gold? Right? Have you ever met a person or a male that has just this wonderful energy that they exude, and you don't have to categorize it as a gender, but just as a feeling or an emotion the person brings to you every time you see them, right? How they make you feel when you see them, okay? How they support their families lovingly, right? How they say I love you, if they say it at all, right? These type of energies, I think, help us because we can be more aggressive in this. We can be more aggressive in having balance when it comes down to how we love each other. I always told people, and I still say it sometimes, that I love hard. And when I say that, it's because I do have a little judgment and a little conditions with love. Of course, I'm going to love you 100%, right? But then there's some conditions there, because if you ain't loving yourself, I got love for you, but I can't give you my energy, So I think with this, we have to be comfortable. We have to sit in our emotions, and we have to learn to be comfortable in them. He's very comfortable holding his heart with his head down, looking like the Romeo. He ain't tripping off trying to be all over masculine, over aggressive, over narcissistic, none of that. He's just chilling, holding the heart. Like, I'm good, and I can be a man at the same time, right? So I think with this type of energy, this is about balancing our divine masculine energies, our emotions in that, and coming out of the aggression. Don't be over, right? If you want to be over anything, love a lot. Be over loving. So that brings us to action, right? And I think we've been a little too stagnant lately. And the reason why is not our fault. Please, by any means, it's not your fault that you're stagnant. We have been dealing with Mercury retrograde. A lot of planets have been in retrograde. So we're going back over lessons. And now that we've learned these lessons, we got to move forward and pick up the kazi. We got to do the work. Kamikaze. Crazy work, right? We got to get up and get the work done. So they say the white horse represents the inner action of spirit and thought, and the black horse represents the outer work that still needs to be done. So we have work to do in these retrogrades, right? While we're in it, we can still be active. We don't have to sit still necessarily. You sit still to get the message that you need, and then you move forward and you start with the action. Action does not mean you're going to complete it in one day, in one moment, or at one time. But you're beginning, you're starting. This is a new moon in Libra. You're starting, okay? You're beginning something new, and you're shedding what's no longer needed. I get a little offended when they say the black horse got to be the one that you letting go. Why can't it be the white horse? Anyway. That's the ego stepping through worrying about race and gender. Race and, putting race in it. Ain't got nothing to do with it. Yes, they are horses, and yes, they are moving. But I'm tripping off the black and the white. I have no reason to do that. That is just who I am. Anyway, action. The song Action. Go listen to that. That's a little Jamaican song. You gotta move, right? With what you learn, and move with intent and purpose, right? Because this is what this is screaming to you. to move with intent and purpose, right? And I love the fact that this card came out last, and it's the first card of the deck, the Sun. You can't beat this with a stick, okay? The Sun is about new beginnings and great creativity, okay? So we can begin anew on this path. We can begin anew on this path that we started. We can go back and pick it up and start again. Every day is a chance to start again. Every day is a new beginning. That's what the Sun brings us, and it shines a light on all the things that we've been doing here. It shines a big bright light on it, and it gives you time to reflect, right? Because that's what the moon energy is about, reflection too. So right now the Sun and the moon are hand in hand, new moon energy, right? And it nurtures us, brings us new life. It's the onset. It is new light in your life. It's the light of the divine inspiration and personal growth. So you got to go through some stuff so that you can get to this, back to it. Because we started here, okay? We're just trying to get back to it. And the way to get back to that, we can, you know what I like to do when the sun comes out real bright, especially when we're getting flares? I eat the sun. I eat it. I literally imagine myself biting chunks of the sun and chewing it up and swallowing it. And then I picture it going down through my digestive system and just shining bright, just emanating, just explosive light coming from my spine, my spinal cord, down through my legs and my toes, down through my feet, and connecting with the center of the earth and coming back up and radiating. And then I eat another, just like ice cream. I like to eat it like ice cream, like just bite into it or lick it. Like, I just love the sun, right? And it nurtures us and it protects us, and we can use it. The sun is energy, it's knowledge. And that knowledge that we get from it, we can create something anew, right? We can bring forth new visions, new creations, new dreams. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for listening to this. I don't know why Spirit had me do this 7-card pull today, but this is about new energy. It shows you where we've been and what we can do to nurture ourselves and bring ourselves out of that and forward into some new light, right? Creating new visions, new missions, new goals, new dreams, adding to the ones that we had of the old, right? And bringing it forth anew. So I really, really love this. I do love this reading, y'all. Can y'all see me? Hi. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed it. Take time to do what makes your soul very, very happy. Please take time to do what makes your soul happy right now. I'm going to come back, and I know I keep saying this, but what happens is I face technical difficulties. A lot to do with the flares that are coming in, I'm sure, because I'm facing them at work too. So that's how I know that it's not just a home thing or my phone thing. So give me some time to get my technology together a little bit, or not. And I'll come through with the I want to do the self-care, self-love, because I think it's important to focus in on that right now, especially in Libra season with the love, we like to nurture. So I'll come back with something like that. Anyway, I would like to take this time to ask everyone to please pray for the family and friends and community of a beloved sister, Ellisha McKinney. We called her Teapot, affectionately known as Teapot. She was a Howard University alum. She sang, I want to say she either trained Eric Roberson or they were in class together. But whatever the case may be, she brought a light to our community. She was the salve to our hearts and our souls right when we needed it. She had no problem being very transparent and revealing how she felt about her life, just the things, her feelings, and she would often sing them to us. She lost her brother about 1.5 years ago. She sang at a very prominent person's memorial in our community, Nana Ajay, as well as others. She sang at weddings, funerals, birthdays, graduations. She baked really well. She had, and her light, she just had this light and this energy that was infectious and contagious, and you always laugh. She was a comedian, so I went to one of her one woman stand-up shows. She did so much in our community to bring us light and love and harmony, and she shared her pain because she wanted us to know that even though we feel pain, it goes away, because just like the night comes, the morning comes, and then that's the glory. The morning comes and all is good. And I cried a lot last night, and I'll probably cry a little bit today, but today is better than it was yesterday when I learned that she passed away. Joy comes in the morning. We weep at night, but joy comes in the morning. And she talked about that. One of her last posts was about how Jesus wept, and she had a right to cry too. So, and I might tag that to this posting. I might tag it just so that you all can hear the message that she shared, because I think it's important. And I will always share all of her messages that she shared with us. So please pray for her family. Pray for us. Pray that we find healing, and know that she's in a place where she can support us, right? In a better way, in a more significant way. I thank you so much today. Take time to do what makes your soul happy. Be happy, be light, be loved. Namaste, Necilia.